I wanted to discuss something in today's video that has been on my mind, but it's also been on the minds of plenty of resellers on eBay and also resellers on YouTube. It's been something that's been voiced throughout the community, and it's something that you can actually look into the data, not just within your own sales, probably anecdotally, but also even eBay as a whole. Yes, their stock price has been up for the past year, but if you look at the 6-month trend, it's down, and then if you look at the 1-month trend, it's really down over 10%. Do you think that this is affecting things for eBay? Do you think this is affecting things for resellers? Let's discuss this in today's video. Before I dive deep into this, I'm actually going to get some things ready to ship out on eBay. And we sold some Lego today. Lego that we found at a yard sale in Toronto for $2. Now, this set is not 100% complete, but it's mostly complete after I counted all the pieces. And it's pretty vintage, really early 2000s. Really cool to find this at a yard sale for $2, considering we just flipped it for $32 on eBay. And I'm gonna get this ready to ship out today. We actually sold some jeans on Poshmark. We've never sold jeans before on the channel, so this is a first, and it's the first time we've sold anything on Poshmark. Definitely gonna look for more clothing from now on. We just sold this wrestling belt, WWE one that we actually got at the bins, paying by the pound. We probably ended up paying maybe 25 to 35 cents at the very most for this, and we actually sold it for $15 on eBay, and we're gonna get this ready to ship out today. And we sold a Wii game that we actually picked up at a yard sale here in Calgary, and it was a Mario Party game, Mario Party 9 for the Nintendo Wii, and we sold it for $61, which is a great find considering I think we paid $20 total for this at the yard sale, bundled up with a bunch of other games. So we're gonna get this ready to ship out today. We sold a Game Boy Advance SP that we got for $20. It also came with its AC adapter, and we actually sold it for $105 on eBay, and we're gonna get this ready to ship out today. So there are a few reasons why I believe sales are down, not just for myself, but for maybe the whole reseller community. Everyone's gonna have different niches. Everyone's gonna see things a little bit different from their perspective. Now, me being in Canada, I've noticed that a lot of my sales actually go out to the States, and that could actually be affecting things because customs right now is pretty bad, pretty backlogged. I've actually had packages sent from the States to me that were gifts that were held by customs for over 3 months, and a lot of people are probably worried to order things from Canada from eBay because they don't want things to be held up on customs. They don't know if they're gonna get charged at the door. They don't know if their items are gonna be held, so that could be one thing that's actually detracting people from buying, particularly from my store as a Canadian seller. Now, another reason might be the fact that gas prices are going up, and if you are getting things shipped via transport on the ground, you're gonna have to pay higher surcharges for that, fuel charges, which could also impact the amount of people buying on eBay. Another massive factor is the fact that we are in a recession, and that is really affecting things. In fact, I did a video last month letting you guys know that I did lose my job. I was laid off, but I was not the only person laid off in my company. So there are massive layoffs throughout the entire economy, including TELUS, who actually laid off quite a substantial amount of people. And you'll see this if you just search in the news on Google. You'll find a ton of companies that have done mass layoffs. So we are definitely in a recession. There is a lot of job cuts right now, which means people have less money to spend. Another reason is we're still technically in the summer, right? It is towards the end of the summer, but there is a thing called summer slowdown, and this has been something that has been documented for quite a while. And usually in the summertime, people are on vacation. People are either going out to garage sales themselves to buy things, or they're just not really concerned about buying things on eBay, especially collectibles during the summertime, because they're out trying to enjoy the summer or enjoy the nice weather. Especially in Canada, where I'm from, there is a massive summer slowdown because we have very cold winters, and those winters are very long. And that actually leads me to another point. In the wintertime and fall, sales do go up. I've noticed that with my own eBay store. Sales go up, especially right before Christmas. And one of the reasons for that is not just because of people are buying gifts for Christmas, but because in the wintertime, people get kind of lazy. They don't really want to go out and search for things themselves. They'll rather do purchasing online. And I'm sure that you probably see other things going up as well, like Uber Eats orders and skip the dishes. Those will probably go up as well. Any sort of like service where things are being delivered to people will actually see massive sales increases. Another factor is it depends on what you sell on eBay. Now, for me, I like to sell a lot of collectibles like Lego, video games, toys, retro toys, and those don't really sell a lot, especially during a recession. You know, people need the essentials more than collectibles and stuff that they want. You know, what I usually service on my eBay account is wants, not particularly needs, which could also hinder your eBay account. And I'm just speaking for myself. I don't know what you guys sell personally on eBay, but if you sell things like collectibles as well, you might have actually seen a decrease as well in sales. And this leads me to my last point, and that's the fact that you need to diversify if you are a reseller. You can't just rely on eBay. You have to also have a Poshmark account, maybe an Etsy account, sell on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or a Kijiji if you're in Canada. I find those sales can be pretty consistent throughout the entire year, including the summertime, which is a slowdown for eBay. And usually I will sell different things on different platforms. Like Poshmark I find now is really good for clothing. Etsy could be really good for collectibles as well, though I haven't delved too deep into that yet. I usually sell my collectibles on eBay along with my video game stuff. And Facebook Marketplace is great for things that people need, right? Not necessarily wants. Things like pots and pans, kitchenware, stuff that is actually good for your home. That sells really fast on Facebook Marketplace. Anything that's a bit of a hassle as well to ship, something like a large item would be good to put on Marketplace where they can actually do a local pickup, and that stuff will move. So all things to consider if you are worried about eBay being slow. eBay is not dead. It could be dying. It's possible it could be dying a slow death because it has a lot more competition than it's had in the past. It used to be the #1 marketplace for secondhand stuff, and now you have so much competition out there, and it is definitely showing. There's also a lot of resellers as well, so you're competing with a lot more people in the market than you used to be maybe. Reselling is huge right now. In fact, every time I go to Value Village, if I'm there for at least half an hour, I'll see at least 1 or 2 other people who will be scanning items on their phone, either Google Lens or they'll be scanning the UPC code. So there is a lot of resellers out there. They might not all have YouTube accounts like I do, but there are resellers out there, and they might use other platforms, including eBay, Poshmark, and maybe even Mercari. With that being said, I just wanted to talk about this discussion because it's something that people have been addressing, and it's also something that I thought I could lend my own points on, and maybe you guys found it useful. And if you did, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. I do make videos multiple times a week, so if you do enjoy reselling content and eBay content, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.